We visited Cambridge in spring and were amazed how much Cambridge has to offer. The city has one of the oldest and most prestigious universities in the world, with rich history and remarkable architecture. Welcome to Cambridge. Although on the one hand, so much is known about Cambridge, but so little is known about the great city's history. When people hear the name Cambridge, they imagine the impressive historical spires of the university. They think of learning, knowledge and scholarly pursuits, Cambridge University Press, Cambridge teaching and nervous students sitting exams. Cambridge is, and always has been, the quintessential English town, with the same history as countless other English towns. The original permanent human settlement in Cambridge was on Castle Hill and was built, unsurprisingly, by the Romans. The settlement's original name was Granta Brig, which meant bridge over the river Granta. As the name changed to Cambridge, so too did the name of the river, which became known as the Cam. The river, which runs through the town and out to the sea at King's Lynn, was of course ideal for trade. Although today you're more likely to witness tourists punting on the Cam than you are traders transporting their wares on the river. At the beginning of the 20th century, the population of Cambridge was estimated at just under 40,000 people, but of course today it is estimated at around 130,000. Now this number does not include approximately 25,000 students who are studying at the university in the city at any one time. So although Cambridge is both interesting and beautiful, what really sets it so apart from the other historic English towns and cities is of course its university. Cambridge is home to one of the oldest and the most prestigious universities in the world, giving it a rich intellectual history and a bunch of extremely pretty buildings. Cambridge University was founded in 1209 by some scholars who decided they would rather be here than in Oxford. Cambridge University contains 31 colleges and over 800 years of history, and it's of no surprise that it's produced a number of famous people from Isaac Newton and Rosalind Franklin to Charles Darwin, Stephen Hawking and William Wordsworth, and in more recent times Stephen Fry, Emma Thompson and perhaps the most famous of all, King Charles of England. Of course, many of the colleges were founded by famous faces. The most notable is Henry VIII, who founded Trinity College in 1546. Trinity remains the largest college in Cambridge to this day. Not only the largest, it is also the wealthiest, worth somewhere in the region of a staggering £1.3 billion. St John's, one of the richest colleges in the university, although the first college to be founded was actually Peterhouse in 1284. This makes the university over 800 years old and is widely recognised as the fourth oldest university in the world. Forming part of St John's College, the Bridge of Sighs is one of Cambridge's most famous landmarks. It shares little with its Venetian namesake, but this Gothic revival style structure is a beauty in its own right, best admired by a trip on a punt boat. King's College is amongst the oldest and the largest university college in the city of Cambridge. It is certainly one of the most famous and recognisable. For many people who have never visited Cambridge, the images that associate most with Cambridge University are those of King's College and its famous chapel. King's College Chapel is considered one of the finest examples of late Perpendicular Gothic English architecture and features the world's largest fan vault. The chapel was built in phases by a succession of kings of England from 1446 to 1515, a period which spans the War of the Roses and 3 subsequent decades. The chapel's large stained glass windows were completed by 1531. The chapel is an active house of worship and the home of King's College Choir. It is a landmark and commonly used symbol of the city of Cambridge. The world-famous chapel choir sing every year on Christmas Eve. The service, a festival of 9 lessons, is broadcast from the chapel to millions of listeners all over the globe. When people come to visit Cambridge, they often ask where the campus of the university is actually located. However, as the university buildings are all over the city, the whole city of Cambridge itself is the campus. Another thing you can't leave Cambridge without trying is punting. The absolute best way to see the sights. Punts are long wooden boats which glide through the water, steered by a metal pole. Punting dates back as far as medieval times, when the boats were used for fishing and transporting goods for trade. But these days, they're just for fun in Cambridge. And boy, do people love them. On sunny days, the river is packed with punters, and some taking it more seriously than others. According to legends, this bridge is known as the Mathematical Bridge. It was originally built without using any nails or fastenings, but students dismantled it and were unable to put it back together without the help of a few nails. But this isn't actually true, and it's nothing more than just a local legend. A big hit with visitors to the city, the Corpus clock depicts a golden grasshopper-like monster eating time. Unlike a traditional clock, it has no hands, but you can tell the time by using 3 rings of LEDs, which denote hours, minutes and seconds. There are a few cities as quintessentially British as Cambridge, due in part to it being the home of one of the most famous universities in the world. It's definitely a winner when it comes to British culture. With remarkable buildings dating back to hundreds of years, there's an uninspiring piece of British tradition at every turn. So whether you will choose to wander the greens and admire the old colleges, or go for high tea and soak up pure Britishness, Cambridge won't let you leave without a sizable dose of good old Blighty culture. We really hope you like our videos. And please like and subscribe if you do.